Hello my dear students, hi, I am Vipin Mishra, the lead mentor at IMS GATE Academy, and I welcome you all on this IMS GATE Academy platform. Now the GATE exam dates are announced and your paper will be on 11th of Feb. So almost last 50 days are remaining, and right now you must be wondering how you should revise all those subjects. What should be the best preparation strategy for these 50 days so that ultimately you can get a better rank in the GATE exam. So as the GATE exam is inching closer and closer day by day, you are more worried about what you should do in these 50 days. Well, if you are really wondering with these questions, this is a must to watch video for you. So here I am going to reveal what exactly you should do in these 50 days. So let's get started. So what you should do? You have to follow all these points and this should be your strategy. What you should do? First of all, cover all important topics. You have prepared all the subjects and right now, this is the time for revision. So during the revision, you should focus more and more upon important topics and revise all those important topics as many times as you can. Now question arises, what are those important topics? So I will discuss one by one about each and every subject's important topic in the respective slides. So don't worry. Now after that, what you should do, allocate the time as per the weightage of the subject. Now some subjects are having a very high weightage, while some subjects are having very less weightage in the GATE exam. The average marks of some subjects are very high, while the average marks of few subjects are very low. So you should impart your time with respect to the weightage that a particular subject is having in the GATE exam. You should be focusing more upon those subjects instead of focusing more upon those subjects which are having less weightage. So what is the average weightage of respective subject? What topics you should follow in those particular subjects? We will discuss about that. Then while revising, you should prepare a formula sheet, because now in these 50 days, you have to revise all the subject as many times as you can. So if you are preparing the formula sheets or short notes, they will help you in quick revision. So right now you are revising all the subject, you have almost completed all the subject. You are in the revision mode right now. You are solving PYQs. So while solving the PYQs, you got that awareness that what are the topics and what are the formulas on which GATE authorities they are focusing more upon, isn't it? So what you can do, with respect to the PYQs that you are getting in the GATE exam, you can highlight those formulas on which GATE authorities are frequently asking questions, because those are very important. There are very high chances that you will be getting the same question and you have to apply the same formula. So in this way, you can prepare yourself in a better way. Next thing, solve 15 years GATE questions. Okay, and this task you have to keep on doing till your exam is over. Last 15-year GATE questions, PYQ, previous year questions, you have to practice them. So many times we have seen that the same question, only the data will be changed and you will be asked a different thing, but the overall perspective of the questions remains same. So many times we have seen in respective subject that the PYQs are getting repeated. Not exact data they are having, but the flavor of that particular question is same as it has been asked earlier as well. So practicing PYQs and the formulas, the conditions, the strategies or the concepts used in PYQs are very important. Okay, so while solving the PYQ, focus more upon them and try to read the mind of GATE authorities, what they want us to be, isn't it? What they are wanting from us, what we should be prepared of. So while solving GATE exam, while solving the PYQs, you will get that particular question answered, isn't it? So this is why PYQs becomes very important. Okay. Now you have to appear in mock test. Last 50 days are there. You should at least give 6 mock tests. Okay. You should at least give 6 mock tests in these last 50 days. Okay. And how you can do better with these mock tests? So prepare a plan for yourself. For example, prepare a plan that I will revise all the subjects in 10 to 15 days. Okay. Let us suppose, as per the weightage of subjects, you have given time to each and every subject. For example, if we talk about machine, it has a lot of content in it. So you can give 2 to 3 days to machine. Similarly, power system, you can dedicate 2 to 3 days of revision to power system as well. Some subjects, they are not having that much content. For example, if we talk about measurement, network, you can give them 1 or 2 days. So like that, prepare a 10 to 15 days revision strategy and allocate subject, respective subject, the time as per their weightage and the content that they have. Once you are done with this revision, what you can do, you can appear in IIMS or you can appear in mock test. Okay. So once you are done with your revision, what you can do, you can give 2 mock tests, one in the morning and second at the night. Okay. So after revision, within a day, you can give 2 mock tests, or if you are not comfortable with 2, you can give 1 as well. Okay. Now once you have revised all the subject, you have appeared in IIMS, then what you should do, you have to do the analysis. Okay. You have to do the analysis, how this mock test went for me, whether I was able to handle the paper, because while solving the IIMS, you have to prepare a strategy for those 3 hours of exams as well. Okay. So the analysis of mock test becomes very important. Okay. So just do hit and trial. In one mock test, try to attempt 1 marks question first. In second mock test, try to attempt 2 marks question first, and then analyze the preparation level. Okay. If you are solving more whether you are able to solve more number of 1 mark question in 1 hour, or whether you are able to solve more number of 2 marks question in 1 hour, because when you will sit to write the exam, your nerves are not setting down immediately, isn't it? So it will take some time. So during the first hour, you will be able to attempt not more than 15 questions. But if you have attempted those 15 questions that are carrying 1 marks, you have attempted only 15 marks of paper. But if you have solved those 15, 13, 20, if you have solved 12 to 13 questions of 2 marks, you have almost done 26 marks of paper, isn't it? So which way it is good? Solving 1 marks of questions first, or solving 2 marks of question first, or doing a mix up, or third strategy may be whatever is coming to us, we are just solving. Okay. Means in whatever questions we are comfortable, we are just solving that. So these hit and trial method you have to adopt, and you have to check them while solving the IIMS, while solving the mock test. If you will attempting this hit and trial method, and if you are if you are just adopting all these strategies, you will be able to point out which one is better for me, and you can go with that particular strategy in the exam, and those 3 hours you will be able to maintain in a very well manner. Okay. Similarly, if suppose the paper is very tough, what should be our strategy? If the paper is very tough, you will once you will be start giving the paper, immediately within half an hour you will get the flavor of the paper. Then if the paper is tough, what you should do, whether you should attempt more number of questions, or you should attempt less number of questions, but the accuracy level has to be more. If suppose the paper is an average one, okay, or an easy one, then you should attempt more number of questions, because the weightage, because the cutoff and the rank, better rank can be obtained by scoring more number of marks. So all these scenarios are possible. So these scenarios you will be testing when you will attempt mock test. You can prepare yourself with all these scenarios while attempting the mock test. So giving mock test and then analyzing it becomes very important. While analyzing, you will be able to point out what mistakes I did, so that you won't be repeating those mistakes again in the exam. But if you are not giving mock test, you are not analyzing yourself, and you are directly sitting in the exam, there are very high chances that your score will be an average one, believe me. But if you will go through these process, and then if you will sit in the exam, there are very high chances that you can become a topper as well. You will definitely get a single digit or double digit rank. Okay, so mock test and their analysis plays a very important role. So prepare a 10 to 15 days revision plan, attempt at least 1 or 2 MTS, then analyze this particular thing. Then after, again what you can do, again prepare a 10 to 15 days revision plan. Okay, then again plan 10 to 15 days revision, and you can again attempt AMTS. Okay, mock test, you can again give mock test. So this is how in these 50 days you will be able to revise the subjects at least 3 times, and you will be able to attempt at least 6 mock tests. Okay, how many mock tests are recommended? There is no limit. You should give as many as possible, but at least you should give 6 mock tests. Okay, so this is how this should be the strategy that you should follow. If you are following this strategy, definitely you will get a rank in single digit or double digit. Okay, now what are the weightage of subjects, different subjects in electrical engineering? So if you see here, general aptitude and engineering mathematics, network analysis, signal and control, these subjects are having a weightage of 51 marks, isn't it? So what you have to do, general aptitude, engineering mathematics, network, signals and control, you have to prepare them very well. Okay, you have to get an insight of these subject. Okay, you should be very much conceptually clear in these subjects, because they are having very high weightage. So this is one set of subjects carrying 51 marks. Now if I come to these core subjects, okay, electrical machine, power system and power electronics, they are carrying 32 marks. Okay, so try to be very good in these subjects. Okay, and what will help you, the PYQs. Okay, PYQs becomes very important for these 3 subjects, because in these subjects there are 2 things required. You should be very much conceptually clear. Okay, and then you should be aware of what was the latest trend. Okay, what type of questions has been asked in the GATE exam, because the syllabus is too much vast here. If you are covering anything which is not necessary for GATE exam, you are just wasting your time. Okay, so when you will solve PYQs, you will get a clarity what exactly you should cover, what is important, what is not important. Okay, so sorry, this becomes very important while covering the core subjects. Okay, so this set of subjects 51 marks, and this comes in easy category. It is very easy to score marks in these subjects. Okay, core subjects, it is not an easy task to score well in them, but if you have a better preparation strategy for these subjects, you can do better in these subjects as well. And how this is possible? Whatever you are covering, okay, you must have covered the complete syllabus, but this is now the time where you don't have so much time. So what you have to do, you should focus more upon the important subjects. Okay, important topics as well inside the subject. So PYQs will help you in giving the latest trend, what type of questions the GATE authorities are asking nowadays. You will get an insight of this while solving the PYQs. So focus more on those topics from the core subjects which are being asked regularly. Okay, because there are very high chances that you will also get a question from the same flavor in the upcoming GATE exam. Okay, then we have subjects like analog electronics, very high weightage. Okay, so focus on certain topic, I will tell you, and you will be able to do well here in this subject as well. Then EMFT, weightage is 2 to 3 marks. If you have prepared EMFT, very good. If you haven't prepared EMFT, I will recommend you to ignore it. Okay, then we have digital electronics, silly questions will be coming from digital electronics. Okay, so this analog and digital part, it is carrying how much marks? 7 plus 5 marks, 12 marks. Okay, and these 12 marks will be very easy. You only have to focus on certain topics. Okay, then at the end we have measurement, which is having only the weightage of 4 to 5 marks. And there are certain topics which you should prepare. You don't have to prepare the complete measurement. Okay, so this is the weightage. These are the subjects and their respective weightage. So you should focus more upon these subjects. Okay, now what all are the different topics that you should prepare right now instead of focusing upon the complete subject? Okay, you have done that, you have completed the whole syllabus of a subject, but right now while revising, you have to revise the complete subject, but you have to focus more and more upon these topics which I am going to tell you, because these are the very important topic. So let's talk about network analysis. Average weightage 7 marks, and those 7 marks are very easy to score. What topics are important from which you will get questions? So mesh and nodal analysis, basic requirement. Then network theorem, there will certainly be a question on Thevenin's theorem or maximum power theorem. Then series and parallel resonance. So every second year or third year, okay, repeatedly we got questions from series and parallel resonance. So this is also an important topic. Then transient, very important. It will definitely give you a question. Okay, there will certainly be a question from DC transient. Okay, so be well prepared for this topic. Then two-port network is also important, and three-phase fundamentals. Okay, three-phase fundamentals, calculation of power, calculation of current in three-phase circuit, which is very important. Now pick any gate paper and tell me if you haven't get any question from this topic. So this is very important. Okay, this topic will definitely give you a question of 1 or 2 marks. So now it's over to you. Be well prepared of this. Okay, just read it, get all the fundamentals right, and prepare 5-6 questions, and this is how you can prepare yourself better for this particular topic. So these are the topics you should prepare in network analysis. Then signal and system, very important subject and very easy to score in this subject as well. What are the important topics? Properties of signal and classification of system. Okay, so properties of signal, the properties of impulse signal. Okay, you will get question related to impulse signal. And then classification of system, you will get a question where you have to identify the type of system. So be very well prepared for identifying the classification of system. Okay, impulse response of system and convolution, you will definitely get a question on convolution, very important topic. Fourier analysis, in which we have Fourier series and Fourier transform. So in Fourier series you should prepare the identities. Okay, you should prepare the symmetries, even odd, half wave symmetry and their combination. If you get these combination in a signal, what kind of Fourier series, what kind of trigonometric Fourier series the signal will be having. So you should be very prepared of these kind of questions. Now when it comes to Fourier transform, prepare all the properties of Fourier transform and questions related to properties. Okay, these are very important. Specifically, if suppose you have a signal like A sample KT. Okay, so what should be the Fourier transform of this particular signal? Similarly, if you have a rectangular waveform in frequency domain like this, if you have a rectangular waveform in frequency domain, what should be the inverse Fourier transform of it? Questions like this are very important. Okay, they have been asked in the exam a lot of times, so be prepared for these questions. Then properties of Laplace and Z transform. So properties of Fourier, Laplace and Z transform are very important. You will get questions related to these properties. So practice these properties and questions related to these properties. Okay, now again here PYQs plays a very important role. If you can only prepare all the PYQs, certainly you will be getting the same flavor of questions again, and all you need to do is to apply your experience only. Then comes the sampling theorem. Okay, so sampling theorem is one such topic which is constantly giving the gate question. So this is also important. Now properties of DTFT and DFT is a newly added topic. Okay, so be ready that there will be a question from this topic as well. And DT, FT and DFT are, it seems to be difficult, but it is, when you will go through it, it is a very easy topic. Okay, so just prepare the properties of DT, FT and DFT, and this is how you can prepare this topic as well. Okay, signal and system, weightage is 8 marks, very important subject. Then control system, weightage 8 marks. And what you should be preparing? The RH criteria. You will be getting a question on RH criteria. Identifying the transfer function from the board plot. Okay, then identifying the stability from Nyquist plot, state space model, okay, controllability and observability. These all are the important topics. Time domain specification, rise time, peak time, settling time, all those, and steady state error. Okay, so all these are important and easy topic. So be very well prepared with control system, because you have full chance to score 8 out of 8 marks from this particular subject. Then comes the digital electronics, weightage 5 marks. Okay, so what are the important topics? Logic gates, Boolean expressions, logic gate, then K-map, and then flip-flops and counters, specifically counters, and from combinational circuits, MUX. So MUX and counters are the two topics from which definitely you will get a question. Then you will get a question on logic gate. So one, logic gate, counter and MUX, these three are the very important topic. Definitely you will get a question on these topics. So be very well prepared about these topics. Then comes the power electronics, weightage 11 marks. And in the year 2022, power electronics has given 13 marks of questions. So if you are very good in power electronics, and if it is your day, you can do wonders in GATE. Okay, so what are the important topics? Power semiconductor devices and their application. So you don't have to cover much content in this chapter. Okay, you have to identify what all are the devices, what is their switch realization, okay, and at what frequency which particular switch will be used. Which switch is used for high frequency operation, MOSFET. Okay, all other switches, they are used for lower frequency operations. So MOSFET is having very high frequency operation, can give very high frequency operation. TRIAC is a switch which can give very low frequency operation. TRIAC is 4 quadrant, others are 1 or 2 quadrant devices. Okay, so their switch realization and their operating characteristic, this is important. Switching characteristic of BJT, you will get numerical on those. Then DC to DC converter. Now this topic is going to give you 4 marks in this year. Okay, buck converter, boost converter, buck boost converter. Analyze their operation and the different formulas, and you will get 4 marks of question on this topic only. Okay, then we have rectifiers. So what is the power factor of single phase full wave converter? What is the power factor formula for 3-phase full wave converter? Performance parameters of rectifier. Okay, all these are very important topic of rectifiers. Then we have inverters. So in inverters, PWM, okay, pulse width modulation technique, this topic is very important. So try to practice the Fourier series expression of PWM and try to solve the questions related on modulation index. Okay, these are the very important topics. Then when it comes to power system, so compensation technique, power flow through transmission line, bus admittance matrix, there will certainly be a question from this topic. Size of Jacobian matrix, very important. Classification of transmission line, short, medium and long. Insulators, cables and distribution. Okay, now you may get a question on insulator, either insulator or cable, or on distribution. One question definitely will be there from this topic. Load frequency control, very important topic. Economic load dispatch, very important topic. So these 4 topics will definitely give you GATE question, okay, from power system, and rest of the questions may come from either of these topics. But these 4 are the very important topic. You will certainly get questions from these topic. Okay, so this is about power system. Now electrical machine has a very vast syllabus. Okay, what you should do right now in electrical machine, just ignore all the theory portion, practice the numerical part only. Okay, so in transformer, practice numericals on losses, hysteresis and eddy current losses, voltage regulation and efficiency. Okay, what will happen if the load factor is changing with the efficiency? Like that question you have to prepare. 3-phase induction and single phase induction motor. So numericals on calculation of slip, calculation of torque relation, maximum torque to starting torque relation. Okay, Similarly, we have other relations as well. Torque slip characteristic, okay, what will be the operation, whether it will be a motoring operation, generating operation, all those parts are there in torque slip characteristic. You should prepare that as well. Then V by F method of speed control, starters and equivalent circuit, Thevenin equivalent circuit of three-phase induction motor. So these are all the important topics. So you should be very well in these topics. And what you should be doing? Just prepare all the numericals related to these questions, these topics, okay? Then comes the DC machines. So in DC machine, there are a lot of theoretical part, but you can ignore that. Prepare the classification of machines, different types of DC machines, series, shunt, compound machines and their uses. Then the speed control of DC machine, field control, resistance armature control, okay? And then what you can do, you can practice the last 15-year PYQs from DC machine, and this is all about it. This is what you have to do, okay? Just ignore, there are a lot of theory portion, but you can simply ignore. Focus on only these three topics, okay? Classification of DC machine, speed control of DC machine and PYQs. In synchronous machine, you should be prepared with voltage regulation, EMF method. There are a lot of method, EMF method, MMF method and Portier triangle, but you should only prepare on EMF method of or synchronous impedance method of voltage regulation, okay? Then salient pole machine, their EMF equation and power calculation. Now EMF equation you will get when you will study the phasor diagram of salient pole machine. So this is very important, okay? Power calculations, then effect of varying field excitation and load, V curve, okay? And you should prepare the numericals on all these topics as well. So these all are the topics of machines that you should prepare, okay, in these 50 days. If you are very well prepared with the machine, focus on these topics. If you haven't started machine yet, still you can only focus on these topics, you can ignore all others, okay? Now after the machines, we have analog electronics. So what are the important topics of analog electronics? Characteristic and application of diode and Zener diode, BJT and MOSFET. A small signal analysis of transistor circuit, transistor biasing, okay, and transistors RE model, okay, frequency domain analysis. Then feedback amplifier, characteristic of ideal and practical operational amplifier. Now this is very important. You will get 1 or 2 questions related to op-amp in the upcoming exam, okay? And this has been the trend. Op-amp has constantly given us gate questions. So even if you are very well prepared with op-amp, what you can do in these 50 days, just prepare all the PYQs. Same type of questions you are again going to get in the exam, okay? Applications of op-amps as well, that includes op-amp. So BJT biasing, BJT frequency analysis, op-amp, feedback amplifier, these are the important topics from analog electronics, and it has a weightage of 7 marks. So don't just ignore analog electronics. Then comes the measurement. Weightage is around 5 marks, okay? But measurement has a very vast syllabus. You can only focus upon on these topics. Error calculations, numericals on error calculations, PMMC and MI instruments, what they measures, average value or RMS value, 2 wattmeter methods of power measurement, different bridges and their applications, okay, balancing condition of bridges, basics of CRO and Q meter. So these are the topics of measurement that you should prepare, okay? And as we discussed that prepare a 10 to 15 days revision strategy, okay, and then appear in mock test. So IMS GATE Academy, we are offering you 130, total 130 plus tests are there. In that we have chapter test, subject level test, advanced subject test, multi-subject test and full length test. So as the test series is going to be very important, because based upon the analysis of test series, you will be making your strategy for the upcoming GATE exam, okay? So test series plays a very important role. So you can appear in IMS GATE Academy's test series, and these many number of tests are available, okay? And right now, whatever suits you, whether only you want to give mock test, whether you only want to give subject test, advanced subject test, multiple subject test, and along with the mock test you can go for it. Okay, and in order to help you out, right now we are running with GATE score booster series as well. Okay, so in this series, on every subject we are having 2 sessions. So last week I had two sessions on power electronics. Okay, and upcoming week I'm going to take 2 sessions on power system as well. So with the help of GATE score booster series, what we are doing here, we are discussing very important questions, probable questions for GATE exam. Okay, with important concept required, and we are also exposing you with the important tricks needed to solve a particular question in the exam, and what should be the approach if suppose there are a lot of formulas in a subject and along with 10 subjects. Okay, it becomes a big bucket. So there are very high chances you will forget the formulas, but if you remember the approach, you will be able to just reach to that particular formula. Okay, so we are solving the questions with the approach. What should be your approach? So we are basically developing a temperament in you. We are basically developing an aptitude in you, how you can conquer the GATE exam, how you can solve unseen questions in the GATE exam. Okay, and in that students are also learning the time management, how they can solve a GATE question within 2 minutes, within 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so GATE score booster series of IMS GATE Academy, this is a very good initiative. Currently it is running on. You people can follow this strategy. Okay, you can follow these sessions, because in these sessions we are solving that kind of question which may be the part of the upcoming exam, the probable question. Okay, and you will also get to learn the important concepts, tricks, time management, and how to approach for a particular formula if we forget the formula. So these many things you will be able to learn here. Okay, and you can also join our Telegram channel, in which daily we are posting some fresh questions, some new questions. Okay, some probable questions, so you can give answer to those questions, and this is how you can prepare yourself for the upcoming GATE exam as well. Alongside that, whatever sessions on YouTube we are taking, we are giving you a free PDF of that as well. So if you will join our Telegram channel through this link, you will get access to all these features. Okay, so guys, this is the strategy that you should follow. Okay, so what is GATE? GATE is an aptitude test of engineering, and you are almost preparing for GATE exam from last 6 months. So that aptitude you have already built in yourself. Now it is the time to showcase that, isn't it? So just don't lose your temperament. These 50 days are very important. Follow this strategy, and I am sure that you will be able to conquer the GATE exam. You will definitely get a rank in 1 digit or in 2 digit. Okay, so follow this strategy. This is really going to help you. Okay, so thank you so much. On behalf of IMS GATE Academy, I wish you all the best. Thank you.